Hey YouTube, what's up? How's everyone doing tonight? Is everyone doing fantastic? Hi Dawn, how are you? Do you like my shiny blue hair? I gotta try on all these different wigs. I'm trying to decide what I'm gonna do, for that special day, Halloween. Hi! Hi, brother darling. I just haven't decided what I want to do, what kind of hair I'm gonna do for Halloween yet. Haven't decided yet, but I will soon. Hi, sweetie. So I have been stepping on some toes. My manager got me working on that special day. I think that's not very nice. Sorry, we are starting out with glitches. Let me make sure. Hold on. Let me make sure I'm on the right. Come on. Come on. Seriously. So how's everyone doing? We should be all set now. You guys like the blue one? Does the blue one get a thumbs up? I don't know. I was thinking I really like this shade of blue. Hi, babe. I don't know. I'm definitely not going to do pink. I could tell you that. The blue, I think maybe I'll try a black one, even though I don't really do black. The blue is pretty, huh? It's really shiny. So I might get a real one, like not a... These ones are just play ones, you know? But if I like it, I'll get a real one. Your favorite color. So I have been stepping all over toes on my Coven page and upsetting a lot of people. And I just want to tell you guys that I am sorry that I'm hurting so many feelings, but you guys have to remember that we have a few little rules. One, you guys aren't supposed to post your magic videos on my Coven page. I love that you guys are doing spells on your own. I love that you're practicing witchcraft. But you cannot post videos of your castings on my page. It's been that way since the very beginning, and I've taken down every other person from the very beginning that has posted videos of their own spells. That's for you and for your page. My page is for people who've had work done by me that are wanting to talk about how the energy is working and things like that. I've been working a hex to pay my ex back for cheating. Is there a higher grade breakup spell to get him to cheat on her like she did me? I'm sure you can. You can like put him in a fire ant hill and let the ants pick their relationship apart. And also, you guys, my administrator brought to my attention that people are posting like a gazillion pictures of the same picture on my page. It's been brought to my attention that it's making my page look stupid, and so we need to, I love that you guys are posting, you know, pictures of yourself in the mirror. I love to see that. I ask you guys to do that, but just like one or two. I don't want to see like 5 of them, and then another 5, and then another 5, and then a video, and then another 5 pictures, all of you in the mirror. Just one is good enough. I don't need to see like multiple pictures of you in the mirror. And nobody else wants to see that either. It's nothing bad. I love it. You know, you guys are welcome to post your pictures, but just do like 1 or 2. Some of you post 4 or 5, and then there'll be another group picture of 4 or 5 with a video, and I'm just like, holy cow, this page is not about you and all your pictures, okay? Yeah, it's getting out of hand, and so I've had to go through and delete ones that were just multiple pictures of the same crap. So yeah, so try to be a little bit more respectful of my page, of my Coven page, and realize that it's supposed to be about people and how they're experiencing energy, how their spell is working for them. What are they to do to get through to the next step? And thank you, everyone. I'm glad you guys like the hair. And there's a few people on there that have been doing this with their photos that were allowed on my page, even though they're not clients, and they're not talking about energy, and they're not talking about the things that the page was originally set up for. So I might start another page that just anyone can get on, another group page, because this one is supposed to be for people who've had work done. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. I'm glad you like this blue. It's pretty fun. It's just really freaking shiny. Look at how shiny. Woo. So I'm not mad at anyone or anything like that. Just know that if you post stuff, you know, repeatedly, it's going to be taken down. If you post 1 or 2 cool new pictures of you in the mirror, I'm down. Do it. Go for it. But if you're doing 4 or 5 hot, you know, and a video to go with it, and I don't want to see 20 pictures of your candle burning, just 1 is good. But spell work, videos of spell work has always been deleted and will always be deleted. It's not allowed on my page unless it's a spell I've done. If I did the spell and you saw something cool in one of my spells and you videoed it or whatever, and you want to share that, that's fine. If it's your spell that I did for you and I'm performing the spell, then that's fine. Pictures that you see that come from my shop or from me, or anything that has to do with the Blue Witch and my spells can go on that page. That's fine. I don't have a problem with it. I love to see the altars of Hecate and Lucifer and Belial. That's fine. But not 20 of them, just 1. It doesn't, you know. Yeah, and I'm not trying to discourage you from posting things on there, please. Don't misunderstand. It's just that sorry guys, had another glitch. It's just that some people get so caught up in what they're doing, and that's good, they should. But maybe you should create your own page to put all your stuff on. And if you want to share like one thing on mine, that's fine. Hi, sweetheart. Thank you. I have replied to you many times, sweetheart. So, what do you guys have planned for this Halloween? You guys have your costumes picked out? Hi, Tallulah. I think I've been cursed. You crack me up. Should I ask Hecate to deal with it or just do a reversal? I would do a reversal with Hecate. Hi, Grey Witch. Some people get too carried away, for example, when they're doing potions with blood and bloody fluids and post pictures on other people's pages. Yeah, that's just not necessary, and I don't want to see that on my page. If you want to experiment with that on your page, doing your own thing, do it up. I don't care. I just don't want to see your personal, your craft, your energy on my page. My page is for my craft, my path, my energy, and you know, that's it. And how my energy is affecting other people, and how my energy is affecting the spells that I've cast for other people. That's what my page is supposed to be for. It's not, that's it. It's a closed group. And that's what it was created for. Me too. Yeah, it's okay. We all did that. That's no big deal. So I hope that I've cleared some things up. Everybody's freaking out and going, why? What did I do wrong? What did, you know, you deleted all my stuff. Why? You can charge sigils. You can. I do it all the time. You can charge them, well, I charge them usually with my blood, and crystals and oils and herbs and just with your energy. You know, you sure can. But, so, is there any questions about the Coven page on Facebook, you guys? Did I clear it up pretty much? Do you know Bilio Demonicum? I don't know what you mean. What do you mean? I have some really fun spells I'm going to be doing tonight. I have another question. Not page related. That's fine. It's, it's what? It's a meditation. Nice. I don't know if I'm going to cast for you, sweetheart. I don't think Hecate wants me to. Every time it comes up for with your email, she's not wanting me to cast for you, honey. That usually just means that there's like spiritual energy around you, and they're just letting you know that they're around. It's just energy hitting it. It can be any kind of spirits. It can be your ancestors. It can be them just letting you know that your energy is working well in the candle flame. And it could just be them letting you know they're around. I do sometimes. I'm going to be in Vegas for Halloween this year. This will be my first Halloween in Vegas. Usually I just stay home and hang out and don't do anything fun, just kind of just chill around the house. But this year I get to go to Vegas. We're going to go to SEMA. I removed an old chocolate offering from Lucifer's altar. He wasn't angry, but I think he didn't like that I did it. I don't like when he does that way. No, you should take it out. You sound like me. Do you do casino? Yeah, I went to the casino today. I didn't win anything, but I went just for fun and lunch, So when I worked, we break up curse the other night when the candle burnt out, instantly felt like I was going to throw up. Ooh. This has never happened to me before. Yeah, that's not good, huh? What do you think about that? Well, that's not good. For one, we usually just hand out candy, and I promised new chocolate, cake, and cheesecake, Skittles, coffee, and everything. Yeah, just bring him new stuff. Yeah, Hecate has a whole chocolate fudge brownie cake on her altar, and it's been there for like 3 days, and I think it's about ready to go, but I just want to make sure she's done with it. Of course she does. Actually, I had a discussion with Grey Witch about that today. Sweet Tea actually was talking to Cerberus on her ghost radio. And Cerberus is a 3-headed dog. That's cool. And he's a 3-headed dog, and she said that he was telling her that he would be gentle, and that and was talking to her about the weather. So I don't know if it was actual Cerberus or if it was a spirit talking about Cerberus, because spirits can't get in and they can't get out when he's the guard of the realm. And so if they were trying to get in and he wouldn't let them in, they might have been just telling her. I've got many people who are happy and satisfied with their tarot readings, have found answers. Could this be a sign that I could start my business with this? Sure. If you feel like you're supposed to, then do that. That Blue Witch, you know my situation and how I'm suffering. I do, but it doesn't. It's not that your feelings don't matter, sweetheart. It's just there's a lot of other things um, that you have to take into consideration that you don't. And there's a few other things that we probably shouldn't talk about on this public page, but mentioned in a new movie, Hereditary, but not seen it. It's running around area a lot. Yes. Um, um, I don't know. I just don't. Um, well, these aren't just normal dogs. These dogs, they're not just coming up to you and talking. They're speaking to you through your abilities. You know, through your intuition and your third eye. Opens up your abilities so that they could talk to you through in your mind, you know. And so it's, hi, sweetheart. So it's not like they're just coming up to you and talking and having a conversation. They're sending you energy through their brain waves, you know, kind of thing. I'm assuming that that's how they're speaking to people. But people have animals talk to them all the time. I feel like there's a lump. Have a little clippy right there. Maybe that's what it is. Anyways, animals can communicate with you. Yes. Thank you. And I have spirits watching you through the window laughing. Well, I am very colorful today. There is a lot to look at here. It's pretty crazy stuff. I like it though. I have a new blonde, long blonde one that I'm going to try out too. And tonight, I have a few that I'm doing tonight, yes. How do you feel about using human bones? I don't have a problem with it, but I wouldn't. I mean, there's plenty of animal bones. I use animal bones all the time. But if you have human bones available to you, like, and you have permission to use them or you buy them or whatever, then it's no big deal. I think that real bones hold energy. They can hold, like, you could create servitors really well with them. And I think that it's amazing that, you know, they work really well. Oh, that's cool. I have one too. I have one that's all bone. It's all bone. I don't know what kind of bone it is, but I bought it from a Native American. Because I just love, love, love you. You are so informative. I want a skull so bad. You just bought two of them. I'm doing homework. Yeah, I don't think that it's bad to use human bones, but I would definitely, you know, be careful how you use them, maybe. Because they will always have like a kind of a residual energy attached to them, even though that vessel, they're vessels, and that spirit's no longer living there. There's still a residual energy about them, and so you could either choose to use that residual energy for whatever spell you're doing, use it for towards your advantage, you know, depending on what you're casting. What happens if you cast 2 love spells on 2 different people around the same time? Nothing. Then you have to two different people that are thinking about you and wanting you, and do it up, sister. My cousin said he feels sorry for whomever moves in that house, in my house. Let me move out because it's causing backyard and backyard. I know. It's funny, huh? To India. I had to pass. Which at least tell me why. Yes, at least one. He talked. I asked him twice if you're a dog, and he confirmed it. Well, someone said that he was him. Well, if you got to talk to Cerberus, that's amazing. And he is in. There's a lot of information about him in the Queen of Hell book. And I will look it up. And have you bought it yet? Have you bought that book yet, sweetie? You should buy it. It also has about a lot of other things that are all Hecate related. So definitely check it out. It tells you like how to approach him and stuff like that. And I call Cerberus when I do my circle, and I call Hecate before me, Cerberus behind me, and Belial to my right hand, and Lucifer to my left hand. But so he is in my banishing ritual. Yeah. And my dog's named after him too. Oh. I say that because Hecate told me that she wrote it and that that's what she wanted me to study and read, and so there's a lot of good information in it. Yeah. It's Cerberus. But yeah, different cultures will pronounce it differently. And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. Just like Belial. And Hecate and Hecate. And what is the other one that they call her? They call her Hecate, and I can't remember what's the other one. Hecate, and what do they call her? Is there a problem if I have a 70 chemical on the altar and people in my house season and cleansing? No, just keep it, just don't let them touch it. Doesn't matter if they're around it, but don't let them touch it. Yeah, The Queen of Hell by Mark Allen Smith. It's a book for witches, but it's a very advanced book for witches. But if you have deities like Cerberus and things and them coming to you, then yeah, it's a book. Where have you guys been? I talk about it all the time. Is it right here? It's not right here. It's on my Coven page. That one and the Red King are like side by side on my Coven page. But you go to primalcraft.com and buy, and you can buy it from Mark. Is there any way Belial or Lucifer would allow us to see one of them through you when you do one of your live posts? I doubt it. The only time that you will see them like visually. Sometimes I'll catch glimpses of them in my pictures, and then I post it on the page, and people don't even notice that they're there. But like if you zoom in on them, you'll see them like in the red or in the different colors that show up around me. And but when I do ritual, um, and then I can call them and ask them to show themselves to me. But I see them all the time in the astral planes, just not in this realm. But sometimes they do show up in my pictures that I post on my Coven page. But you just would have to take the time to look at it. You have to like click on it and then blow it up and look at all the stuff that's all around me, and you'll see them and you'll be like, oh, there he is. Alright, I missed a ton of stuff. Hang on a second. Is there any? Okay. What is my favorite spell? Oh, I don't know. I have lots of favorite spells. Is there any way to? Yeah, okay. So that one is this so dangerous? Could it be Hecate talking to the dog? I have no idea. And I don't think that she would talk through a dog, but I think that she might send a dog with a message. Oops, hang on a second. Is Lucifer beautiful? Yes. How does he look? Well, when I seen him, everybody has a different, they can come to you in different forms. Like when he came through voice on the command candle spell video. Yeah, I don't even know how that happened. I need something for beginner. I have some other videos where I did some book reviews for beginner witches. They're live. They were live. But I did pull up some good beginner books for witches, for beginner witches. So if you'll go back and check my videos from the past month or so, you might see them. Do I work with what? Just want to explore the magic. Okay, wait. Do you work with magic squares there? 22 squares using numbers. Sometimes. I was driving to work one night, and a large spirit that was coming from the left side of the road, right? Okay. Can you cast a spell if someone is in their awakening? You can, but you have to ask. Like, it won't, she'll just stop it. She just won't allow it to go through. I think I bought every boom. Oh, every book I recommended except for the Queen of Hell. What does that mean? Yeah, I don't know. All I know is I am not usually allowed to do books. And so, Hecate is really picky about what information she wants me to have. So there wouldn't be a point of you trying for them Well, is what she usually does is she'll like freeze it. She'll like hold it there. And then, okay, like for example, someone's going through an awakening and then they call me and they want me to do a love spell. Well, heck, I just took that person out. So that this person, her child, could go through their awakening. But that child wants this person back in their life, their boyfriend or whatever. And then, but she's like, no, it's not time yet. And then you can cast and cast and cast and cast and be like, bring him back, bring him back. And she'll just be like, mm-mm. And then as soon as you're done going through your awakening, then she'll bring him back. But she does that. She'll hold up your shit if that person is not ready, if that person is going through a spiritual awakening. Really? Cool. Um, I have tons of different herbs. I have 22 different herbs in my love potion. And they were all, I could see a lot of energy right here next to me right here and over here, but I could really see it. It's pretty thick right here. Um, it's so funny. I do. Mm-hmm. Hi, sweetheart. Your hearts match my hair. Woo! Do you believe in them? Prosperous. May tape tap on paper. Wait. Okay, do you believe in them? Call me spirit. Call me spells. Go back. Call me spells. Where they tap on paper to the back of the phone. Oh, no. I mean, it could be, but that's basically just for your mind to always be thinking of them every time you look at the phone. Basically, that's the spell. That's weird. Good night, Tallulah. I'm so happy you love the blue. I'm going to be trying out different ones every now and then until Halloween because I want to know which one I want to do for Halloween, you know. Silly. I haven't like met them, but I've had a lot of communication with them. Have you ever dyed your hair that color before? Yes. But it wasn't this color. It was like a softer, more, I don't know, just much softer than this. This is pretty bold and loud, and mine was just a really soft, kind of like a cotton candy color of blue. But, yeah. But no, I don't get to like just get random books. I mean, I can, but then I could buy whatever book I want, but then when I open it and start reading it, then Hecate comes in and she's like, that book's shit, put it down. And so I'm like, okay, that book is shit, put it down. And then she'll just tell me that, she'll tell me what I need to know and things like that. She doesn't just let me have Just do whatever. When is a death spell justified? Well, first of all, I think if you're going to do a death spell, you better make sure that you have permission to do it from, your deities, whoever they may be. If you don't have one, then I don't know how effective your death spell will be, but like if you're going to do with Lucifer or with Lucifage, Lucifage and Belial, just depends. You just there's so and it's not just, oh, you're just gonna go do one. It's like a whole thing. And what are you going to pay? Hi. You're gonna have to do a sacrifice. You're gonna have to do, a lot. It's going to require a lot of energy from you, and you're going to have to give something up. It's going to cost you. To take a life is, I don't know. I will tell you, before I proceed, can anything serious happen to someone if I put their puppet in a coffin and bury it? It just depends on what you're doing with it. Alright, hang on a second. I'll grab one of mine. I have some in holding over here, and I'll get one and share it with you guys just for an example. Okay? Hang on a second. Okay. So when I was a little girl, sorry, I guess I shouldn't have showed you the name on there. Whoop. When I was a little girl, some people did something very bad to me. And so I have prepared a poppet, and the ring on the poppet is this person's ring, and inside is her picture, name, date of birth, and some DNA, and a Lemurian crystal. And then I have done a small spell so far with Hecate and Belial, to trap the soul of this person when they die naturally. I'm not doing a death spell, but they're old people, and so I'm just waiting for them to die, and then as soon as they die, their soul will instantly go into this poppet. And then I have another ceremony that I will have to do after that happens, and that will trap them in here for all eternity, and then I could do whatever I want with them. I could bury them. I can torture them. I can use them as slaves. I can do whatever I choose. But I already have like plans on what I'm going to do with them. But this is just an example. And there's more. I have a whole row of these for people. It could, if you don't know what you're doing, but this was given to me. I was instructed on specifically how to do it with Hecate and Belial. And he gave me like the potion, the herbs to put in afterwards to trap them in there. And yeah. So, let's It's just a waiting game now. But yeah, I have a whole drawer full of these for people that have done bad things to me. And so, no, I'm not doing a death spell on them, but when they do die, their soul will be trapped into my box, into their pocket forever, for all eternity. It's a binding thing. There's special sigils in there. There's, you know, all kinds of stuff that will be done. I can't tell you. That's top secret. I just look so sweet and innocent. Well, it depends. Are you one of his children? If your soul gets trapped with Lucifer and you're one of his children, then no. Then it's awesome. Because then you'll be a princess like me. Yeah, Lucifer and Hecate will have a field day with that, with them. But basically, you can trap them, and then when you die, they could be your servants while you're here. Then you could send them to go do bitch work, or you could just torture them if you want to, or whatever you want to do with them, you can do with them. They'll be just servants, you know, and tell you about Baba Yaga. Extra power on my pocket doll. If I baptize it on the pentagram with a chant, you can. That's how you activate it. You can activate it like that. You get your athame and you know, you put it on the pentagram, and you know, you can splash your holy-ish, whatever, your water or blood or whatever you want to splash on it. Whatever you want to use. I would get water and put my energy into it and put a few drops of my blood into it, and then command that be them, and that when they go, or whatever, however you want to do it, that their spirit will be trapped in there. And then there's a special herb that Billy gave me. You can use clay. I prefer clay. Clay is so much easier, you guys. But poppets, these ones are to last forever. So they have to be made out of a felty stuff. I have had someone make one of those of me when I was a child. And then when the person who made it died, I was released. And then Hecate just went ham on everything. So yeah, you can do that when you bury them in clay, which is fine to do that. It's perfect and natural, and yeah, do it. Play-Doh's great, but it disintegrates. It disintegrates, and the earth, you know, consumes it, which is awesome. You want it to do that, but these won't be buried unless I choose to bury them, but they won't be buried. They will be kept in the family forever. And in my family, I mean like me and my sons and my grandsons and my grandchildren and my granddaughters and my daughter, and you know, from me on, we'll always have these to do with as they please. Yep. No mercy. That's a good, whoops, sorry. That's a good thing about being a witch. You don't have to have mercy on disgusting fucking people that deserve to be tortured for all eternity. Yes. No, I don't like to do that for other people. I've done that for myself. That's great. That's pretty much what's in mine. Except that mine have a Lemurian crystal in them to hold, to keep it charged and to hold in there. There's like a whole meaning behind that. Because, well, if you watch my channel, most of you know that, like, in one of my past lives, way back, I was a Lemurian, and my family owns, well, these people, I should say, own some kind of a family estate or something in Mount Shasta, where they come from, and I've never been allowed to go there. They would always meet there secretly, and I would always be left out, and while they did their rituals and stuff on me. And so that is why there's Lemurian crystals in there to trap them. That's pretty funny. You cracked me up. Yeah, you could put graveyard dirt in there. That's an awesome idea. Oh, put them in your pockets. Put it in your coffins. Whatever you want to. You put graveyard dirt in a lot of different of your spells, of your curses and stuff. Graveyard dirt's amazing for that. I've heard of stuffing rice in a dog. I've heard of people using like corn tusks. Excuse me, could you please step out of the way of the camera? Please? Thank you, honey. I would imagine they should be. They should, be afraid to get close to me. But I'm not mean, and I don't walk around all, you know, I'm not, that's not me. I just do my own thing, and I don't invade people's stuff, and I don't, you know, I don't walk across the street and go, hey, everybody back off, better stop and let me pass. You know, that's not, I don't behave like that. But people know, they know your energy. Which is our sister, she's good. I love to be around like-minded people, but there aren't any really like-minded people around where I live. And I would never, I don't think that Hecate would appreciate her children behaving that way, and she might, you know, opt to teach you a lesson if you are behaving like that. And I think that it shows her, you know, that you're not ready for a lot of things. Ooh, I just made some really good belladonna potion that Hecate wanted me to make for her. It's on a video, just a few back, not that many. I don't remember if I made it live or not. I think I might have, but I'm not sure. But I buy it um, on, I don't remember where I bought it actually. I want to say I got it from Amazon, but I don't think I did. I think I found just a shop that sold it. Um, have you ever met a dragon? I love Druonic magic. I bought a book on it about a year ago, and I was really disappointed. And basically, it's just like planetary magic. But they try to give you so many rules and shit like that, and I don't do rules, unless, Hecate is telling me not to do something. Hi, sweetie. She's the only person I'll follow rules from. Yeah, I made some really, I've been using it, in all my curses lately. It's in my cute little poison jar over there. I just made it the other day. You'll have to check it out. It's a pretty good oil. Of course I do. You guys, I'm not mad at anyone. I promise you. If I was mad at you, you would know. I am not mad at anyone. If I deleted your shit, if I um, did stuff like that, it's just because I have to be the same with everyone. I can't play favorites and let some people do this and some people do that. It has to be the same for everyone. I do too. It's a cool jar or bottle, I guess. I think that um, can I substitute it with, basically that's the same thing. Nightshade is basically the same thing as belladonna, so I would say yes. It's just they call it different things in different places, and it's a little, maybe it might look a little different or something, but basically it's the same thing. That's what nightshade is belladonna. At least to my understanding, that's what I was told. But yeah, but I'm not mad at anyone. Nope. I'm just happy as could be. How effective can an obsession spell be from a man who lives away from you and probably one of your who's possibly your neighbor and much easier to manifest the other? Yeah, it can be a problem. It's really hard to do that. I would do, before I do have wolfsbane, I use it all the time. It's in my Goofer's Dust. I don't even know how many different poisonous herbs I have in my Goofer's Dust. Well, I call it that, but really, it's just poison. It's just curse herbs. I have all kinds of shit in there. I have ground up mouse. I have, dead bugs. I have worms, dead different kinds of worms. I think I have a little bit of a dead frog leg or something in there. I have chiles. I have wolfsbane, belladonna. I don't know. I have tons of poisonous things in there. So when I use it, I have to like back up before I open it, because when you open the jars, it comes up, and then you breathe it, and it makes you sneeze, and it's not good. So you have to be careful when you're working with those kinds of herbs. Wear gloves, things like that, so it doesn't get on your skin. The red bottle. I don't know what red bottle I have. Are you talking about that I made a belladonna in? I just got it. Oh no, I actually found it in Halloween stuff at like Walgreens or something. I like to ground all the dried out insects for this along with poisoning or stuff. Yeah, me too. Me too. And I put some, there's like magnets, little tiny magnets are in there, just to keep the energy kind of moving around. Um, I like to grind up crystals and put those in my herbs. And it's really pretty. Yep. Well, you can call it goofer dust. It's, I don't know. It's just poison. It's poisonous herbs. And hi, sweetheart. And that is what I like to use. Sorry, you guys. But yeah, all kinds of stuff in there. Hecate doesn't like me to give out my recipes. She said that I worked for those and that she gave those to me, and that if you want them, then you can get them from her just like I did. Because I used to just tell you guys and make them with you and tell you every little thing that I put in them, and she was like, no. If they want them, they can ask me for them themselves. So, and goofer dust be used for purposes? Absolutely. Sure can, because you're poisoning their relationship. You just really want to kill someone, don't you? Without getting in trouble. Well, I don't know. You'll have to look in your books and see. There's lots of different ways. Are you sure you want to kill them, or would you rather torture them and dismantle their entire lives and watch them suffer? Good night, sweetheart. There's always, I think there's always a better way than to end someone's life, because really all you're doing is, freeing them from this realm, which is not that much of a punishment. And you'll have to do a sacrifice to open the veil. Yep. That's what sacrifices do. Sacrifices will open the veil. And then when the veil opens, you can call for it, whatever you want. Usually, like, people will do a sacrifice, and then the veil will open to take what you just killed. And then that's what I did to do, to call forth my higher self. I did a sacrifice, and then when the veil opened to take what I had just killed, then I called forth myself, my higher self, to fill me with the knowledge of Hecate, because I was denied growing up knowing who I was and stuff. And so when she gave me all of my, when I got my own knowledge that I would have had, then everything changed for me. And so, yeah, it's a cool spell. Hecate gave it to me. And I think that there's a video on that too, on my page. I didn't show the actual ceremony or the actual ritual or whatever you want to call it, but I did show the after effects, and I talked about it and told you guys how I did it and stuff. I want to ask you, I'm wondering if I should even do a spell for new neighbors. Like, The peace and quiet of having. Yeah, that's what I was going to talk to you about. Because I sent a lot of chaotic spirits to that house to get those people to move out, to haunt them. And I don't know if they went with them or if they just stayed in that house. And so, you know, we'll have to do. I would probably have to do a thing where I called them to come back. You know, called them out of there, and and then and then and then put new people in there, good people. Well, because the house won't stay empty forever, you know. You want them to stay there. Okay. Well, that's fun. A pile of rocks resembling to insert jar spells. There's a term for that. I don't know what you mean. Basically, you have a pile of rocks resembling and yeah, you can leave them there. I'm cool with that. Yeah, I've never heard of a mount of rocks resembling a jar spell. A shallow grave? I don't know. Like where you pile the rocks all over them? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Don't know, sweetheart. But anyways, you guys, I'm an hour in, and I'm gonna get off of here, and guys, oh, I know where they stack them. I can't remember what it's called. I know what you're talking about, though, I think. Is that what you're talking about? Where, like you go along and then they have them, like, all stacked up? Not like a pile of rocks, but like... Oh, I know what you're talking about, but I can't remember what it's called either. People do it all the time around here. Oh, what's it called? Are you looking it up right now? Bye, cutie pie. Well, send me what it is, because I'm really curious. Like, put it in the comments. I can't remember what it's called either, but I know what you're talking about now. But people do it all along the route. No? Ugh. That's not what you're talking about? Like when you go along the rivers and they're all like stacked? Well, then I just don't know. Sorry. Crane of Power. Saren of Power? Crane of Power? It's not Crane, there's an A, right? Sorry, I don't have my glasses on. Alright, anyways, you guys, I'm out of here. I gotta go in and get this blue hair off of my head. And get ready for tonight. And tonight I'm gonna be doing a very beautiful awakening, a spiritual awakening spell for a client. And I'll have all my bowls out and everything, and we're going to be... So remember to turn your volume down. If the sound of the bowl gets to be too much for you, turn it down. I am going to go ahead and record it. Hecate didn't seem to have a problem with that. but it's going to be loud, so if the noise bothers you, turn your volume down, and let me know if it affects you in any way. Cool. Alright, I'm out of here. Love you all so much, and thank you for joining me tonight with my beautiful blue hair. Bye, you guys. See you soon.